What's up, YouTube world? This is Errrjay, and welcome back to another episode of Shootin' the Breeze with Errrjay. On today's episode, we are going to discuss why Eminem is the fucking man. Alright? That's pretty much all this episode is going to be about. I'm not going to get into his life history. No, it's not going to be a biography. I just have a list of accomplishments here that all back up why Eminem is the man, plus my own opinions. So, yeah, let's get into it. First of all, I didn't know what I was going to talk about this week. I had a couple ideas in mind, but then on Friday I woke up and Eminem dropped another gem on us, surprise album, Music to Be Murdered By. And it's freaking great. So I was like, thanks, Em. Now I know what I'm going to do on Sunday. You know what I mean? Now I know what Shootin' the Breeze with Errrjay is going to be about. And it's about Eminem being arguably the greatest rapper of all time. You could sit there and name other people all day long, but lyric for lyric, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's better than Eminem. Anyways, let's go over some of his career highlights here. First of all, this guy has won 15 Grammys. 15 Grammys, dude, for a hip-hop artist. That's like unheard of. It's like unheard of. Like, when he won his first Grammy, hip-hop artists didn't really win Grammys. You know what I mean? It's unheard of. 17 Billboard Music Awards, 12 VMAs, and an Oscar. What? Like, dude. Like, if you didn't know who I was talking about, and I said that about anybody, you'd be like, wow, man, they're great. You know what I mean? That's fantastic. Who are they? And I'd be like, oh, it's Eminem. You'd be like, what? So, yeah, Eminem. The Oscar was for 8 Mile. That was a great movie that he acted in. I think that's the only movie he acted in. Not quite sure why. He was pretty good in it. Maybe he just didn't like acting all that much, you know. I don't know what the Grammys, Billboard Music Awards, or VMAs were for necessarily. I could only assume various albums and songs, you know, because he has a bunch of #1 albums and stuff, which we'll get into. He holds 11 Guinness World Records. I have here a few of those. Sorry, man. I'm getting tired. Anyways, he has 11 Guinness World Records. One is for the best-selling hip-hop album in first week in the UK. That album is The Eminem Show, and that's 316,000 copies in the first week. He is the biggest-selling artist of the first decade of the 21st century. So from 2000 to 2010, he was the biggest-selling artist of that decade, with 32,300,000 albums sold. 32,300,000 albums sold. Now let's do the math here. There's only 365 days in a year, which means at the end of 10 years, that's 36,650 days, I believe, which would mean Eminem sold in 36,650 days. Eminem sold like 500,000 albums a day on average. Let me see if I can do the math. Let me see. Hold on. 32.3 divided by 36,650. Hold on. I don't know if I did that right. Three. $36,300,000 divided by 365,000 equals 99.452,054,7945. That's around 100 albums a day, maybe? 100 times 365,000 equals 36,500,000. So on average, over the span of the decade, he sold a little under 100 albums a day for 10 years straight. That's what I just figured out. 100 albums a day for 10 years straight. And that's just America, mind you. That's just America. I think that's just America. He's the fastest selling rap artist. Marshall Mathers LP, the original one, sold 1.76 million copies in its first week. That's also a Guinness World Record. Another Guinness World Record, most successive U.S. albums to debut at number 1. 9 times in a row, he put out an album and it debuted at number 1. From Marshall Mathers LP all the way to Kamikaze. I wonder if Music to Be Murdered By will be number 10. Another world record, most words in a hit single. Rap God has 1,560 words, which averages out to 4.28 words a second for 6.4 minutes. The song is 6.4 minutes. There's 1,560 words. He has the largest vocab of a recording artist, the largest vocabulary of a top-selling recording artist at 8,910 unique words. Second was Jay-Z with around 6,500 unique words, I believe. In total, he has sold 49.1 million albums in America and 100 million worldwide, and he has 40.5 million subscribers on YouTube. That's the end of my notes. And every time he drops a song on YouTube, a new song, within a day, it is at a million views. Whether it's a good song or a bad song, it's at 1 million views all the time within a day. So when Eminem puts something out, people check it out. He is still relevant over 20 years. Well, 20 years right now. Over 20 years, because his first album, Infinite, came out in 1996. So for 23 years, he's been putting out albums, and album after album after album after album just murders the charts. And people could crap all over Revival all they want to. That album's not that bad. People are just so used to simplistic rap now that they can't wrap their brains around some complex shit. You know what I'm saying? He says it best in Kamikaze when he says, you've set the bar too high when 1 million album sales is considered a failure. You know what I mean? Hello, how is 1 million album sales a failure? He sold 1 million albums. He didn't sell 1 million albums in one day. So clearly people bought the album, said it was good, and you know what I mean? It's just the vocal minority of people always get the most recognition because of their negativity. and people thrive off of negativity for some reason. But anyways, so those are some of the stats he has, man. Let's go over those again. 15 Grammys, 17 Billboard Music Awards, 12 VMAs, an Oscar, 11 Guinness World Records, 149 million albums sold worldwide. You know what I mean? Including the ones in America. You know, like, that's just absurd. I saw he was worth around $170 million. Is he the richest man in America? Of course not. No, there's people that have way more money than Eminem. But for a white dude growing up in Detroit, you know what I mean? To go to where he is now? What the fuck, man? You know, and like, I just think Eminem's one of the greatest. If not, there's so many reasons why. Like, just he gives zero F's, zero fucks given. He says what he wants. He does what he wants. It's almost like he knows he's one of the greatest, but he's also humble and won't really rub it in. You know what I mean? Like, he'll always say people are better than him. Redman, Royce da 5'9", you know, like, people, like, he'll say people are better than him, but it's like, you're out of your mind. You're Eminem. Like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. Because any other artist he names isn't going to have these accolades. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying accolades are everything. Like, people get huge, and, you know, some people with more talent don't get huge. And that's just life, unfortunately. But for anybody to sit here and say Eminem isn't one of the greatest rappers, MCs, lyricists, storytellers of all time is just out of their mind. They're out of their mind. And they're just a hater. Just a hater that Eminem's better than their favorite rapper. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And that's that. I mean, Jesus Christ, anybody who goes up against them loses. He makes them look like a fool. It's not even worth it. People will do it for clout. The clout's not even worth it. As the kids call it, clout. I call it, cheap fame. The clout's not worth what's going to come to you. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's just not. Because he'll murder you on a track all the time. Every day. Twice on Sunday. 365 days a year. Doesn't even matter. And just the stuff he writes, man, there's double entendres, triple entendres. Like, you have to listen to his songs like 5 times just to start to begin to figure out what he's talking about. And all the, you know, different ways he says things and word bending and, you know, like he literally, rap is a craft for him. Like, that's what it is. It's a craft. It's an art, you know, and he's worked vigorously on his craft for 20 plus years to get to where he is. So Eminem's just the man, like, point blank. I mean, that's all you could really say about him. You know, so many good songs, from Slim Shady LP to Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem Show, the Re-Up. He had a little stint where I wasn't really feeling him. Relapse, Recovery. Those albums were okay. They had a few good songs I could pick out of them. But he was going through a lot of shit then, dude. He was on drugs. He was trying to get off of drugs, you know. So, I mean, I can't really hold it against him. I mean, you know, I'm not even mad at him for putting out 2 bad albums. It almost makes him human. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even say bad albums. 2 subpar albums, because he himself set the bar so high. And, you know what I mean? I feel like if Lil Yachty came out with a relapse or recovery type album, people would be like, oh my god, this is like, oh my god, like Lil Yachty's so good, but like since it's Eminem, it's like meh, you know. But like, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with him coming out with two decent albums. I mean, like I said, it almost makes him human, like, all right, cool, like you're not like you have bad days too, you know what I mean, like, so, but Revival, man, there's some songs on Revival where I'm like, yo, this song is a monster, like, Chloroseptic, Believe, shit, I can't think of the other one's name, but Chloroseptic and Believe are two that just stick out to me, with just the stuff he says, and then of course Kamikaze comes out, blows the whole frickin' world up because it's Eminem coming out with a surprise album, and then he does it again about a year and a few months later, and it's just absurd. I hope he never. I mean, I shouldn't say I hope he never stops. I want him to do what's best for him because he is a human being after all, and we do need to understand that our favorite musicians are just human beings. So, I just want him to be well. The better he is mentally and physically and life-wise, the better music he could put out for people like me to love and enjoy and cheer at and clap and just go crazy with one of his, wordplay lines or double entendres. Like, Eminem's just the shit. That's all there is to it. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, you know what I mean? And my God, like just some of the greatest songs, like My Name Is, Brain Damage, Role Model, If I Had, Come On Everybody, Drug Ballad, Kill You, Stan, Under the Influence, Criminal, I'm Back, Business, Square Dance, Cleaning Out My Closet, Soldier, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, Drips, Without Me, like just so many songs, dude, like, and they just keep coming and coming and coming and coming, and like, geez, like the only songs I really don't like are the ones he did with like Rihanna, like Love the Way You Lie. I really don't like that song at all, and I love Rihanna. I just don't like that song. I feel like it's a little too poppy for Eminem, and I wasn't quite sure why he did it. But that's not up to me to decide. It's not my life, right? It's his. And so, just like I said before, he's allowed to come out with a bad song every now and then. He is only human. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen to the best of them. And Eminem is surely one of the best of them. So, with that being said, I'm glad you enjoyed. If you listen to this, I hope you enjoyed this little spiel on Eminem, his accolades, and just why I think he's still and probably forever will be one of the greatest rappers of all time, if not possibly the greatest rapper of all time, if you're just going off of sheer lyrics and just rhyming words, and you know what I mean. There's a lot of different kinds of rap: conscious rap, party rap, hip hop, pop rap, whatever, horrorcore rap, whatever, gangster rap, trap rap. There's all these different kinds of styles, but lyric for lyric, Eminem, I'd put him up against just about anybody, and there's a 99% chance he's going to walk away the winner. You know what I mean? There's not too many rappers I could think of that are on his level lyrically. Not saying there's not. I just haven't heard of them. If you have heard of them, please let me know who they are so I could check them out. And I don't mean just rappers that could rap fast and shit. No, I want like lyrical quality. Quality. Um, But anyways, I guess that's it. I just wanted to say why Eminem's one of, if not the greatest rapper of all time. Um, he'll definitely be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day. That's a guaranteed. No doubt about it. So yeah, if you watched this, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments below, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Peace.